Hello, good evening. Good to see you again. It's been, several weeks actually since we saw each other last. We've just gotten through this almost this Christmas season. We're about towards Epiphany now, and as usual, just having between my family and my wife's family, we had a very busy couple of weeks, and things actually just about today are going to start slowing down a little bit. Less family functions are. It looks like actually I got home from work this evening and it looked like my wife had been cleaning the house all day. So again, just kind of getting back to those rhythms. I truly hope that each of you had a marvelous Christmas and a Merry Christmas and a holy one, and you had a chance to avail yourself of church and family and good food. You see me actually enjoying a gift here. My father-in-law has, the last 3 or 4 years, I think, gotten me a bottle of Scotch. And each time, actually, it's been a different bottle. And this year, he got me Lagavulin 16. I typically drink Lafroig, but I do think that Lagavulin probably has to be my favorite Scotch between Lagavulin and Lafroig. I like Lagavulin. The color is just a little bit darker, more of an amber almost, and I think the peat is just a little bit stronger with Lagavulin. So, and I've had a chance to enjoy both good drink and some enjoyable smokes. I've been smoking some of these. These are the Mayflower Dawn, what are they called? Petite Coronas, I think. And these really nice little tins come with 5 of these little tiny cigars. They're a really nice size. It usually takes me about 20 to 25 minutes, depending on how quickly I'm puffing through this, to smoke those. So not a terribly long smoke, but certainly enjoyable, especially this time of year when it's so cold outside. It's nice to get outside and smoke, but not be out there for an hour. So I'm down to my last one on that, but I've thoroughly enjoyed these. And not that this is what Christmas is about, of course, but I got a couple books, naturally, for Christmas, one of which is going to need some serious repair. You'll see what I'm talking about here. So it's this one here. So this is, it looks like it's from St. Martin in the Fields High School. And it's this really nice copy of Britain Long Ago. And you can see both the back and the front boards are completely detached. So I've already been in talk with an antique book repair gentleman I think he's located in Sussex. So he's got me on his list, and so hopefully around the middle of this year we'll have a chance to send this off and get this repaired. But it has a bunch of, I'm just going to put this down here. I mean, this is so cool. Someone gave this, it looks like, as a gift for a first prize in July of 1911. And if I can find, just look at that, Britain Long Ago. Boy, it looks like they're shortened retellings of poems like, or not necessarily poems, of like Beowulf, and it has the story of Caedmon the poet, story of Alfred and Guthrum. It's got Alfred and Cuthbert the Saint. Yeah, it's got the Tale of Taliesin, Lady of the Fountain. So it's got a bunch of just really cool stories in here, and I was just looking at a picture, but here's a picture of Beowulf at the Dragon's Cave. So just a fantastic gift. I'm excited to have this repaired and to be able to peruse this a little bit more without feeling like I have to be so careful with it. But until then, it's going to sit in this package on my bookshelf. And speaking of books, I was just perusing another book the other day. This is one of the volumes of the World's Best Orations. And this is an address delivered by William E. Gladstone. And it's on the use of books. So I thought I might just read that to you here quickly while we have a moment, or at least part of this. And I hope you enjoy. And again, it's nice to be back with you. Just wet my whistle here. And here we go. The use of books. And now I commend you again to your books. Books are delightful society. If you go into a room and find it full of books, even without taking them from their shelves, they seem to speak to you, to bid you welcome. They seem to tell you that they have something inside their covers that will be good for you, and that they are willing and desirous to impart to you. Value them much. Endeavor to turn them to good account, and pray recollect this, that the education of the mind is not merely a storage of goods in the mind. The mind of man, some people seem to think, is a storehouse which should be filled with a quantity of useful commodities which may be taken out like packets from a shop, and delivered and distributed according to the occasions of life. I will not say that this is not true as far as it goes, but it goes a very little way. For commodities may be taken in, and commodities may be taken out. But the warehouse remains just the same as it was before, or probably a little worse. That ought not to be the case with a man's mind. No doubt you are able to cull knowledge that is useful for the temporal purposes of life, but never forget that the purpose for which a man lives is the improvement of the man himself, so that he may go out of this world having, in his great sphere or his small one, done some little good to his fellow creatures, and labored a little to diminish the sin and the sorrow that are in the world. Goes on a little bit more, but I think that's a good place to stop. I hope you found some edification there. I did, just kind of happening upon that. And I hope you have a great rest of your evening and a great rest of your Christmas season. And Slainte.